Let's take a couple of minutes and we'll walk through the AM/FM tuner section on Pioneer's AVH-180 DVD. So right now I'm on the USB source. I want to get to the AM/FM tuner source. So I'm going to touch the source drop-down list here, and there's my radio. I can select it, and that takes me over to the radio section. The other thing I could do is touch the home button here, and that opens up my list of sources, and I can touch radio. Both of those systems would get me over to the AM/FM radio. And I have some information displayed on the screen here. Right now I can see I'm on FM band number 1. I could also choose my AM band here, and I'm tuned into 89.3, and that is radio station preset number 1. So in order to tune in a new radio station, we're going to use the arrow keys down here. And if we just touch the arrow key one time, we tune to the next available radio frequency if it's a radio station or not, touching it one time. If we press and hold, we can tune into the next available radio station. We seek to the next available radio station. So let's create now a radio station preset. And we can do this with the radio station preset list as it is, closed, or we can use it with the radio station preset list open. And we'll use that with the preset list open right now. We're going to tune in a radio station. We'll press and hold for a moment here, and we'll tune in 92.9, and we'll make that radio station preset number 4 by pressing and holding for a couple of seconds. When we hear the beep, we've tuned in 92.9 as radio station preset number 4. That's on FM band number 1 of 3. So we can change the FM band by touching the FM band button. That changes to FM 2. That gives us 6 more radio station presets. We can also look at the next FM band by touching the arrow down here. That's FM 3 of 3, and we can change to those radio stations whenever we want. We're going to go back to FM band number 1 and use the best station memory function. We'll touch here, and best station memory means that the AM/FM tuner will scan through the entire FM spectrum and lock in the 6 strongest radio stations that you're receiving right now. This is great for a road trip when the radio stations become weak. Touch the BSM button and we lock in the 6 strongest radio stations available. And we can jump over to the AM section now, and we have the same functions here. We can tune in another radio station, and we can create 1070 as radio station preset number 3 on our AM band. Let's switch back to the FM tuner. We'll touch FM on the dial there, and let's check out some of the settings for the AM/FM tuner. We'll touch the gears, and we're going to go to the toolbox and check out our AV source settings. Under AV source settings, we see the radio settings. We'll open that. And we have our local settings right here, and now local is set to level number 1 for FM radio. We can switch the local setting off if we want to, or we can choose local level number 1, 2, 3, or 4. So with the local settings switched off, every time we seek to the next available radio station, Supertuner will stop on every noise on the dial, even the very weakest radio stations. But when we switch local on to level number 1, we begin to filter out the weak radio stations. When we go up to local level number 4, now when we seek to the next station, only the very strongest radio stations are available. So we'll hit the X here. And we can now use the radio station preset buttons to change radio station presets, or the arrow buttons will do the same thing for us.